Hello, everyone, and welcome to the English Talkers. My name is Pam.
And I'm Sam. It's great to have you with us today. How are you doing, Pam?
I'm feeling fantastic, Sam. I'm especially excited about today's topic. I think we're going to have an engaging conversation.
Absolutely. We're delving into something that touches every one of us, our daily routines.
That's right. Daily routines are the rhythm that keeps our lives moving forward. From the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep, we all follow certain habits that define our day.
Exactly. And while these routines can look very different depending on your lifestyle, they are all made up of the little things we do regularly. Having a routine that works for you is key to feeling more balanced and in control.
Throughout today's episode, we'll be sharing our own routines, from how we start our mornings to how we wind down in the evening. Along the way, we'll break down key vocabulary to help you grasp the language better.
It's all about finding what works best for you. Let's begin with the part of the day that sets the stage for everything else, the morning routine.
The morning is so crucial because how you start your day really sets a precedent for everything that follows. A mindful start creates a positive cognitive ripple effect. By making a few good decisions early on, you reduce decision fatigue later and build momentum that can carry you through any challenge the day might bring. A calm, organized start makes a huge difference.
I couldn't agree more. So, as a student, how does your morning typically unfold?
My mornings are pretty structured. I usually wake up around 7 a.m. The first thing I do before even getting out of bed is take a moment to stretch and breathe. It's a gentle way to feel more alert. Then I'll head to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face.
That sounds like a refreshing start. I wake up a bit earlier, around 6:30 a.m., since my job requires an early start. The very first thing I do is drink a glass of water to hydrate. After that, like you, I brush my teeth and wash my face. It really sets the tone for the day ahead.
After that, I have a light breakfast, usually something simple like oatmeal or toast, to get my energy up before classes.
That makes sense. A heavy breakfast would just make you want to go back to bed. For me, breakfast is essential too. I'll typically go for eggs with toast or sometimes mix it up with a smoothie. After breakfast, I take a few minutes to check my emails and review my to-do list so I know what's on the agenda for the day.
You know, we've used some great words there that are perfect for talking about the morning.
We have. You mentioned you stretch first thing. It's a simple word, but for our listeners, how would you define that in the context of a morning routine?
Great question. For me, to stretch is to gently extend my arms and legs, just to loosen up my muscles after a long night. It's not an intense workout, just a way to ease into the day.
And I mentioned that I like to hydrate. For our listeners, to hydrate simply means to give your body water. I always start my day with a glass of water to hydrate myself before I have any coffee.
That's such a good habit. You also brought up my light breakfast. This just refers to a small, simple meal in the morning. I prefer a light breakfast like oatmeal, so I have enough energy without feeling too full.
Exactly. And finally, I mentioned my to-do list. This is a list of tasks you plan to complete during the day. I review my to-do list every morning to stay organized and focused.
So those are some key terms for the morning. I think they really set the stage for what comes next, which is navigating the afternoon, right, Sam?
It certainly is. The afternoon is all about maintaining the momentum you built in the morning. It's a time when many people experience an energy slump, that post-lunch dip in energy that can be caused by our natural body rhythms or a heavy meal. So having an afternoon routine is a strategic defense against that slump, ensuring the second half of the day is just as effective as the first.
That's so true. For me, afternoons are when I'm most focused. I usually have classes or long study sessions, so I make sure to take short breaks to stretch and move around. It helps keep my mind fresh.
That's so critical, isn't it? Even 5 minutes can make a world of difference. My afternoons are usually the busiest part of the day, filled with meetings and project work. Like you, I make sure to take breaks. I find that stepping away from my desk for a few minutes to get a snack really helps me recharge.
Breaks are so important. After my lunch, I regroup and prepare for the second half of the day. I typically have something light, like a salad or a sandwich, because I don't like to eat anything too heavy that can make me feel sluggish.
I completely agree. My lunch is usually around noon, and I like to have something healthy like a quinoa salad or a turkey sandwich. This helps me avoid that mid-afternoon energy slump. After lunch, I focus on key projects and try to knock them out while I'm still feeling productive.
Let's look at the vocabulary from that section. We both mentioned the need to stay focused. In this context, to be focused means giving your full attention to something. I try to stay focused during my afternoon study sessions.
And a great word you heard me use is recharge, which means to regain energy. I take short breaks throughout the day to help me recharge my mental batteries.
I also used the word regroup. What does that mean here, Sam?
Good one. To regroup means taking a moment to organize your thoughts and prepare for the next part of the day. It's about getting ready for what's coming next.
And we both mentioned avoiding feeling sluggish. This is a great adjective that means feeling slow and lacking energy. This can happen after a heavy lunch, which is why we both prefer to eat light.
Right, and that helps me knock out my work. This is an informal phrase that means to complete tasks or finish work efficiently. I like to knock out my key projects in the afternoon.
And you do that to avoid that energy slump we talked about earlier. Just to be clear for everyone, that term refers to a dip in energy, usually in the afternoon after lunch.
Exactly. These are incredibly practical terms you can use every day.
I agree completely. Now let's wrap things up and talk about our evening routines. The evening routine is the crucial cool-down period. Consciously winding down isn't just about ending the day, it's about setting the foundation for a restful night. This period is essential for things like stress reduction and even memory consolidation, helping our brains process the day's events. It's how you prepare for true recovery.
I totally relate to that. How do you like to unwind after a busy day?
After dinner, I usually take a short walk or do some light stretching to help you de-stress. It's a peaceful way to close out the day. For dinner, I'll have something quick and easy like pasta or a rice bowl.
My approach is similar. After work, I make time to relax by listening to music. My dinner's usually around 7 p.m., and I like something simple but satisfying, like grilled salmon or a stir-fry. After that, I always brush my teeth and wash my face. It feels like pressing the reset button after a long day.
It really does. A simple thing that helps you feel refreshed. I also avoid screens before bed and instead spend some time reading or listening to music. I aim to get to bed around 10 p.m. so I'm well rested for the next day.
Exactly. It's a simple way to shift into relaxation mode. I do the same, usually winding down with a book and a cup of herbal tea. I stick to a consistent bedtime too, around 10:30 p.m. It's amazing how much better I feel when I get a full night's sleep.
Let's go over our final vocabulary words for the evening. We both talked about the need to unwind. This simply means to relax and let go of stress, which is what we both do after a busy day.
Right. And I use the metaphor reset button. This refers to starting fresh. For me, my simple hygiene routine of brushing my teeth and washing my face feels like hitting the reset button on the day.
I love that. A similar but slightly different term is to wind down. This means to gradually slow down and prepare for sleep. You mentioned you wind down by reading a book, which is a perfect example.
And I do that with a cup of herbal tea. This is a great term for our listeners to know. It's a caffeine-free tea made from herbs, flowers, or spices that helps you relax.
Those are all wonderful terms for talking about the end of the day.
Absolutely. Seeing how the vocabulary fits into real life makes it so much easier to remember. Now let's wrap up with our final thoughts. So, we've walked through the entire arc of a day. It really shows how each part connects. The strategic start we create in the morning directly enables the maintained momentum in the afternoon.
Exactly. And the core message here is that it's not just about productivity, it's about self-care. It's about taking those small, intentional moments throughout the day, from hydrating when you wake up, to taking a real break for lunch, to putting away your phone and reading a book at night. A good routine is simply a structure you build for your own well-being.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode. We hope this conversation gave you some helpful insights for your own routine. Thank you for joining us.
This has been the English Talkers. Keep building those healthy habits and have a balanced, productive day ahead.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.